Hey everybody, Angela Scarborough here, the rector of Grace Church, coming to you live from the organ bench. It's Thursday, October 20th, and today I'm going to be talking about 2 weeks worth of stuff because I won't be here next week. Stu and I are headed to Sevilla, Spain. We're going to be visiting our daughter Claire. She is over there as a college student doing her Spanish semester abroad for her Spanish major at Hood College. And so she's going to play tour guide and show us all around the wonderful city of Sevilla and the surrounding areas. And I'm kind of excited about it. She just texted me today that she has tickets to a flamenco show. So I get to see that while I'm there, which we're pretty excited about this. And I'm going to be practicing my really limited Spanish, which pretty much comes down to una cerveza, por favor, and ¿dónde está el baño? And if you know the first, you better know the second, because you're going to need it. But thankfully, Claire is fluent in Spanish, so I'm sure she'll make sure we're okay while we're there. But even though we're gone, things still happen here at Grace Church because we have awesome lay ministers who keep things going. The mission and ministry of the church doesn't stop because the rector's on vacation. We are right now in the midst of our annual giving campaign here at Grace. Now, our mission and our ministry depend on the generosity of our members who commit their time and their money to it. Our annual giving campaign is only held for 5 weeks. We don't drag it out forever, right? It's going to end on All Saints Sunday. That's November 6th. It's also the same day the sauerkraut is due. So remember the sauerkraut and your pledge. Because somehow this is all going to go together. But we collect sauerkraut for our Thanksgiving baskets. And so bring your sauerkraut and your pledge certificates by November 6th. The pledge commitment certificates have been mailed to all of our members. If you did not get one, contact the church office, 301-834-8540, and we'll mail one to you. And we'll also have some blank ones in the church on Sunday if you have that moment of, it's on the coffee table once you get here. It happens. I've done that before. So we'll have some blank forms here. Please prayerfully consider what you can do to support our mission and ministry this year. We're kind of in a transition year with some folks coming and some have left. And that's all part of the normal cycle of the church. So we ask that you really prayerfully consider a proportional giving and where you are with that. Of course, remembering that the biblical tithe is the minimum standard for Episcopalians, although we don't talk about that much. So consider where you are with your giving, see if you can give just a little bit more, and help keep our mission and ministry going right here at Grace for not only the Brunswick community, but even beyond. This Saturday morning, 9 o'clock, is PupaPalooza Part 3. In the Brunswick Food Forest. We are replenishing the beds with compost, and we still have about little less than half of the compost that needs to be moved from the lower beds up to the upper beds. And we're going to get here about 9 o'clock. I know we originally said 10 to noon, but my husband and I are going to get here early. So come on out. We'll make sure that lunch is provided, probably some pizza, but only after a thorough hand washing. If you can lend us a hand, it would be appreciated. And not just appreciated, but this is a great way to get to know your neighbors and get to know the people here at Grace Church. Shared work is part of community building. So we look forward to having you come on out and help us get the food forest ready for winter and for next year's growing season. This Sunday, we invite you to join us at 7:45 this Sunday for Rite One Holy Eucharist. It's a spoken Rite One service. 10 o'clock is our sung Rite Two Eucharist, and we do Christian formation for all ages in between the services at 8:30. Now, next week, while I'm away, we will still have our regular services, only there'll be morning prayer with communion from Reserved Sacrament. Al Horton is going to be our officiant for both services, and our own DJ Gunning, our organist, will be preaching at the 7:45 and 10 services. And some of you know that Al has begun discernment for the vocational diaconate, and DJ is continuing his discernment for the priesthood. So Just because the rector's out of town doesn't mean you get a pass on coming to church. You need to come out and support Al and DJ as they work into their sense of vocation, and they try it out as far as conducting the worship here at Grace Church. This is part of how we form leaders for the wider church, both lay and ordained. It's been one of Grace's very special charisms, and we hope you'll be a part of that, supporting Al and DJ on Sunday, October 30th, 7:45 and 10 o'clock. We certainly hope that you will come and be with us in person. It's always better to see people in the flesh. But if you can't, please join us here, 10 o'clock Sunday mornings on YouTube for our sung Eucharist, or next week morning prayer, right too, will be at 10 o'clock. So until next week, well, actually, until 2 weeks from today, because I will be returning on November 3rd. I'm hoping to update, but you may see me quite jet lagged on YouTube that week with the announcements. So until 2 weeks from now, don't just keep the faith, spread it around. God bless you.